Hello there, this is Rom coming back at you with yet another video. Car video, rather. Yeah, focus on your best looks, not another man's. Focus on your best looks. And, I've said several times before, man, check it out. But I said several times before, women like different things. It was interesting this morning. I saw a reel on IG, and there was this guy interviewing women who they think is like some fine shit. Some fine shit, some fine dudes. And all of them were talking about different men. And it didn't even have to deal with like a certain look. All the men look different that these women considered fine. In fact, one of the women said she thought the guy interviewing them was fine. It hit him. He kind of started a bit. He was like, what? Somebody in the comments say he should have ended it there. But it's the point of this, because let's just be real. Looks are very important to guys out here. You get guys thinking, oh, that's it. That's all I had to do is just look good. But see, one big problem is guys be thinking about some child or Tyrone thinking they gotta look like that. You just gotta look like your best and see which women like it, because women gonna like different things. Because you don't want to work to look like a different type of man. You want to look like the best that you can. And then find out which women like that. Like, I was thinking about this dude I knew back in the day. Now, there were two women, right? One, she didn't think much of my look. She didn't think much of me at all, but thought he was the bomb. But then another woman thought he was ugly. Thought he was ugly, but thought I was the bomb. Yeah. And that's how it works. Different women gonna like different things. See, you get some guys out here thinking, even talking about plastic surgery to look like child, and even getting some stuff so they can get a taller height or something like that. It was like, come on now. First of all, you don't know what that particular woman like. You don't know. I don't get. Look, you can't be out here saying, well, all these women like height. Now, did you interview all these women? Or these women like square jaw, or even when you talk about the body or whatever. Different women like different shit. And I have to really emphasize that all you can do, I'm just looking this way because I need to know when I need to pop off, because cars coming this way. I don't need an accident. Like, if I have an accident, Uncle Ron ain't gonna show you. But here's the thing, you need to just worry about yourself. You can't be somebody else. You gotta feel good enough about yourself. Now, you do want to have your best. Your best. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. These cars coming fast. I ain't know it was anything down this way. Yeah, that's all you can do. Seriously, that's all you can do. You can't worry about like everything else. You can't worry about, okay, this guy look like that and all the women going crazy. Okay. But all the women ain't the same. Like I always say, well, two things I always say. There's 4 billion women in the world, and every man, even if he don't do any type of self-improvement, can get about 10. You just got to be in the right position to get those women, but, whatever. All you can do as a man is really straighten yourself out as best as possible. You still want to find your best look. Find out which haircut is working the best for you, which clothing style, which body build, which one get the most attention. That's all you can do. Because women gonna like something different. And then no matter what you do, you gotta be comfortable with it. No matter what. Even if you talk about, if you start throwing stuff like bodybuilding height in there, are you comfortable with that? Okay. Okay, dude, you can come on through. Early in the morning and stuff. You know, this has been one of those weird days. I just got to throw off my schedule and stuff. I'm one of those people, you throw off my schedule. I'm even going a different way than I usually go. Yeah, you don't need to know about it. But anyway, look, and I wasn't even going to do that thing about the looks thing until I saw that Reels video. I was going to talk about something else. I'll do that either tomorrow or Thursday. Gotta take the car in tomorrow. And it happens. That's one thing, just real quick, just a tangent. In this day and time, keep your car running good. Keep your car running good. Because that's all you can do. But, getting back to that looks thing, all you had to do is fix yourself up to be better. Don't be trying to be like that other man. Because it was just like, and I've talked about this before, because this is the perfect example. When I talked about Zanzibar, now some people from DC remember it. Now remember when Zanzibar was over there by the White House. And I'll never forget, all these women in there were going crazy over this one guy. We'll call him Javier. You know, tall guy. Even though he had a pockmarked face, he had a certain style to him, right? But then you had the next week, a couple guys came in trying to dress like him, trying to get attention. But that wasn't their style, though. They usually came in suits and stuff like that. That was their style. But they trying to look like dude. It was like, you can't look like dude. You don't got the same thing. And indeed, you get people talking about Chad, men talking about Chad, going crazy over it. It's like, you don't look like him. You don't need to. Shit, you might not be the same race as him. Who gives a fuck? Let me talk about that. I don't usually talk about race on here, but if you're a black man, you definitely don't look like Chad. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Because even on that real thing I saw this morning, different women like different things. Some women were getting into it. You might have, hey, look, even if you got like, you chocolate complexion, some women like that. Some women like a light-skinned motherfucker. Whatever the case. Whatever your hair is. Some women like that long hair. Some women like that more bald guy. And even then, that gets into something deeper, because I was thinking about this woman. She'd always talking about she like that long-haired surfer type of guy. But I know she gave it up to this bald guy. Surfer type of guy with a killer body. She gave it up to this fat bald guy. That's a whole other conversation. That's literally a whole other conversation. But all you can do is be you. That's all you can be. You can't be that next man. You can't be whatever. You got to learn to love yourself and just present your best. That's all you can do. Present your best. You know, you can't worry about the next man. You know, if you ain't 6'2", whatever. If you don't got that square jaw, whatever. But you fix what you got. If you got like that round face, okay, make it look nice. Take care of it. Have the best round face you can. That you can. If your hair ain't going down your back or something, or you gotta shave that, go ahead and shave it. If you gotta have a beard, go ahead. Cause I noticed one thing when I had a beard, right? When I was letting it out more. I ain't had this more double thing showing right here. And, you know, that's still it. And there's still some women that go crazy over it. Shoot, I knew this guy. This woman was going crazy on his job, but that dude didn't have a square jaw at all. That dude didn't have a square jaw. He had a little bit here, but that woman was going crazy. I remember she dressed one time and all these guys were going crazy and she was getting mad. And this player on the job said, because she wasn't trying to get any of y'all. Look, you don't know. See, here's the thing about women. All women are not going to chase after the same type of man. It's just that simple. You got to understand that. They not going to chase it. They not going to do that. That's just that's not who they are. No matter what you say, no matter how you look at it. Different women like different things. That's why I talk about the tribe. That's why I talk about social class, whatever. And real quick, let me shout out Master Teacher BJS when he talks about the octane models. Look, that's just your social class. If you're 85 octane, you in that ratchet class. If you're 87 octane, you in that working class. If you're 89, you might have a college degree or something, but you're above working class, like lower middle class or something. If you're a 92, you're a professional. If you're 100, you're a motherfucking millionaire, multi-millionaire, right? Let me throw that out, because somebody asked me that on my Patreon. Like, if y'all got a question, direct question, that's the best place. That's probably the best place to catch me. But anyway, right? Whatever the case, if you got different women, they're going to like different things. Because if it was a situation where they all like the same type of guy, or they all went for the same type, we would all look alike. No, they don't. And I'm going to tell you what, a lot of guys thinking they going for it, just don't feel good about themselves. But you only person right there. You the only person that has to feel good about themselves. Because you are who you are. Whatever your facial features are, whatever your hair, whatever your physicality is, that's you. All you can do is be your best. And then see which women like it. And look, I don't give a shit what you look like. Every woman ain't gonna like that shit. And that's okay. That's okay. Like I gave that example of me and that dude. Yeah, one woman who liked him, thought I was in. Then another woman who he was trying to get with, thought he was ugly, but thought I was the bomb. So it was like, whatever. Cause shit, 4 billion women in this world. All you had to do is focus on being your best version, and then seeing which women like it. That's the tribe. Which women checking you out. And if you don't like the women checking you out or something, maybe you need to work on something, because you can change that. Because remember what I said yesterday. Now, y'all remember last week I was more bearded, had the hair out. I already noticed a difference in the women saying hi. It was like, like that. I mentioned that old school physically disabled player who broke it down. And like I said, he did it player style. He said, yeah, if I got that mustache, I get the sisters. But if I don't have that mustache, it's clean shaven, I get the white women. It's going to be different. And in fact, you'll get to the point where after a while you'll figure out, okay, who's down for you, who's not. Whatever the case. But whatever the case, is whoever's down for you. It's whatever you can present. And you can't get mad. You can't get mad if you don't look like that other person. Because deep down, that other person might be wishing they looked like you. Nah. You just worry about who you can get. And you need to just worry about not just who you can get, but which women are truly down for you. That's what you need to focus on. You need to focus. Don't worry about the next man. See, too many guys out here too concerned about the next man. It was like, whatever. And if the next man try to say, well, you don't look like me, it's like, why the fuck you want me to look like you? Shit, hit it. Man. Somebody try to break you down. And look, let me real quick. Don't never let another man try to break you down. Because if another man try to say, well, you ugly, you this or that, just look at him and say, damn, I didn't know you was gay. I ain't down for that. Seriously, look him dead in the eye and say that shit. Because it only matter for a woman. And like I say, women like different things. Women like different things. Even weight on you. Because I know some very attractive women. They like a guy with some meat on. Or even height. I know this fine-ass woman got with this guy who was only 5'7". And she was fine as shit. It's like, you hit that? It's like one of those women, like like I said yesterday, I did a video and I was like, you know, that's a video next week. I got so many videos going on. Yeah, so anyway, I gotta go over here and catch up with somebody. Yeah, once again, you know how I go. I always gotta do something extra. That's one thing, man. One thing y'all gotta get with. That's one thing y'all gotta understand about me. Ron got a life outside of y'all mind. Shit, got a life outside of y'all mind. Right here, shit. God damn, yeah. Anyway, yo. That's all I got for today. But really think about that. And seriously, it's very important. It's very important. Worry about yourself. Don't worry about everybody else, alright? Anyway, I'll talk to y'all. Peace.